Coach Parker, any final thoughts here as we probably need to wrap up?
Yeah, so on that piece, though, we got to figure out how the soccer balls get to stay in the stands when those come up there, because I actually caught two this year when they came flying up to my seat section. But
He's just going to say buy him for him.
right?
Probably have Jacob chasing you around trying to get them back. They're expensive, them.
Yes, they are. Okay, so there were some rule changes that were experimented with in the game this year, and so I wondered if you talk us through, especially for as long as you've been playing. You know, a lot of things. A lot of fans don't like how long players lay on the ground. It takes away from how much the ball is actually in play and stuff. But I kind of like some of the things that happen. But walk us through. I think the two biggest ones would be that fans would recognize was that and the no ties. How the tie system now works out.
It was interesting. I wasn't sure how I'd feel about penalties after a game, especially going through everything. And Crown Legacy away, first game of the season, we're 2-1 up, and they score last kick of the game. Then first penalty shootout, and we win. And it was just a roller coaster of emotions. And when we talk about trying to build players for the future and trying to create high-pressure moments, what a great experience for these young lads to have to step up in front of a big crowd after being up, getting pegged back. And the penalties have been great this year, so I've enjoyed that. And I must say the other bits they've added in are always interesting to look at when you see them on paper, like the subs coming off at 10 seconds. But it's been great because these players can't mess around, they can't time waste. And obviously the other one, if they do fake an injury, we had it 3 minutes timeout basically in our league, and I think the West had a 2-minute timeout, and I believe they're bringing that into the MLS next year. The 2-minute timeout, is it, if they're rolling about,
unless they're going to get subs for, right?
Yeah, so
yes, I think that'll help the game a lot to keep moving.
No, to be honest, I think it's a great initiative from the MLS because obviously they get to try some stuff out, and we're very open to obviously trying to help that and create an incredible product at the top level. That's what we want to be part of. And as I said, the games are fun and exciting, so any way we can help, we've enjoyed it.
The fans really enjoy it too, because before, when it was a tie and you're like, well, do I want to beat the crowd getting out of the stadium? And now you're like, oh, it's going to end in a tie. We're going to get to see a PK shootout, right? So you get that excitement from the players or the fans out there, especially the player fans, to get to want to stay and watch that. And I thought that brought a lot of excitement. And you're fighting for a point. I mean, that one extra point off of the tie, if you win it, is a big deal.
Yeah,
right?
come the end of the season, it could be the difference between playoffs and not. So we've had a big focus, and even little things pre-season, we practice with crowd noise over at the training facility. We built in a couple of practice penalty shootouts within our pre-season games. So we'll do the same this year, and we'll take it serious. And 3 or 4 extra points at the end of the year could be the difference between hopefully a home tie in the playoffs or making the playoffs. So it's been really good fun.